Hello, Bla XIt family. This is Tongie. I live in the United States of America. I'm originally from Florida, and I currently reside in the Midwest, in a Midwestern state. I've lived all over the United States, well, from the South through over to the Midwest. I had never lived on the West Coast. So anyway, I would like to first say thank you to Juliet for creating the channel, and if she sees fit to post my video, thank you in advance for doing so. I am definitely following your channel, and I will be making my plans to move to Africa, preferably the Gambia, because I've been there before and loved it. So I'll first start with the reasons why I would love to leave the United States. I actually never thought that I would feel that way. But now that I see in life, you can really have whatever you want. Whatever it is that you want, don't be afraid to ask for it. Don't be afraid to get it, and don't worry about what other people think. And that's what, coming to that realization has helped me to accept the fact that this is something that I do want. There are some things that are definitely true about this country that's not really good. For example, the racial profiling. I experienced racial profiling myself as I was driving. I guess it's been a while, but I was driving across country, I guess you could say, from Atlanta to Iowa. And basically, to make a long story short, for the sake of time, I was pulled over for no reason by a white officer, and I was asked a million questions. I was told to get out of my vehicle before he even told me why he pulled me over, although I asked. I gave him everything he asked. I gave him my license, registration, insurance, and everything. He told me to get out of the vehicle and meet him in the back of the vehicle. Then he proceeded to ask me a lot of personal questions, almost like the type of questions it was just weird. He was asking me a lot of personal questions. Like, am I married? Am I single? Do I have kids? Am I broke? Do I have a job? Am I unemployed? Am I strapped for cash? Like, just all kinds of questions that was ridiculous. Why am I traveling to Atlanta? Why did I go to Atlanta? What's in Atlanta? Who's in Atlanta? Whose house did I stay at? Like, a whole bunch of questions. And to the point where I was like, is this normal? I haven't been pulled over in like over 10 years, so I'm just wondering, like, is this normal to be questioned this way? Because I'm not understanding why I'm being questioned. So anyway, he accused me of being a drug dealer, asked to search my vehicle. I asked him, did I have a right to say no? He said, yes, you have a right to say no. I said, I'll exercise my right to say no, only because I'm traveling by myself and I need to get as close to my destination as possible, because I was staying over in St. Louis, because I'm traveling alone. Don't want to be traveling too long, into the night by myself. So I was like, the time that I'm sitting on the side of the road while you're searching my car, I could be driving, because I'm not a drug dealer. Like, what is it about me to make you think I'm a drug dealer? Like, and I'm like in a hurry. It's not like, it was crazy. So he had the K9 come search my car, rip stuff apart. And of course, didn't find anything, because I'm not a freaking drug dealer. So anyway, it was just really, really bad. And so that left me being ultimately afraid of the police. I was praying, I'm on the side of the road, praying, Lord, please protect me, because this man could do anything. He could have put drugs in my car. If he was trying to meet a quota or something, he could have easily planted drugs in my car. I can't go to prison. I cannot go to prison for nobody. I'm afraid of the jail. I won't even go visit nobody in jail. So Lord knows I would never do nothing to put my life in jeopardy or cause me to not be able to raise my children at that time. They were young, so the whole thing was just really upsetting. And my heart goes out to those women that we haven't heard of, who was pulled over and lost their lives, or who was pulled over and ended up in prison when they actually didn't even do anything. And those just Black people, anyway, people of color who have actually lost their lives to this. This is real. It's really happening here. And I can say, I thank God that I was able to drive off with my life in check, although I drove off shaking I still was able to drive off and continue on my trip. So that's one of the things that I really wish that I could be away from and not a part of, as it is in this country. I am so grateful that again, that I have the opportunity to share my desire on this channel. I also am grateful that I was able to get a great education here in the US, and I would absolutely love to take that knowledge and wisdom to Africa and utilize it and be utilized in a way that can add value to the country, to the continent, and add value to people's lives there. My goal is to be there permanently. Within 2 years, I want to come for a visit, maybe a couple visits, so that I can have my feet on the ground and being about my business on these visits, because my last visit was for my birthday. I decided I was going to have celebrate my birthday in an extraordinary way, and I was going to celebrate in a foreign land with a bunch of strangers. And so it actually ended up being, I felt as that I would celebrate my birthday at home with a bunch of family, because that's exactly how everyone in the Gambia made me feel. That I felt welcome, I felt loved, I felt almost like a superstar. Like, they just offered so much love to me, and I was treated like a queen. And I just love being in the Gambia. The people are wonderful, wonderful people. And so yeah, so that's my story. I would love to come to the Gambia and open a business, start a business, or work in whatever way that I can in terms of things to do with finances, personal finance, banking, financial literacy, housing, government programs. I'm not sure how the government programs work there, but that is my background, and maybe even develop or strengthen some of the programs there. So that is what I bring to the table to the continent, and I would love the opportunity to get there as quickly as possible, but no more than, hopefully I will be there permanently within the next 2 years. So thank you so much.